in Kontactapp. So I specialize in social media marketing, corporate branding, and also UI UX design of Kontactapp. So basically UI UX because we are in charge of the app. So our product has an app for which we'll elaborate further in the slides of today. And now, just a bit of my beliefs is that I believe that every day is an opportunity for me to learn and improve myself as a creative. So just like you and me, I am still learning while I'm, working every day. So yeah, that's what I believe, and I tell myself and remind myself that. All right. Now I'm going to pass to my team, which is Lawrence, and he will talk a bit about himself as well. Lawrence?
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Maria. Hi, everyone. Yeah, first of all, my name is Lauren here, and I would like to thank to Mr. Soswa for inviting me and Maria to represent Contact App. Yeah, so I hope for today's session, for all of you guys, we will manage to learn some new thing about this webinar. So let's share a little bit about my personal background. So from my graduation will be a little bit different. So I'm from a student. I work in the hotel industry for around 2 years. So after that, I transitioned myself to the recruitment industry with more than 5 years experience now. So over the year, with the recruitment industry, so I specialize in doing the account management. I enjoy doing the analytical, interpersonal skill, and same goes to the organization skill as well. So for my belief, right, I always passionate about enhancing our customer experience, as I believe that loving your customer is about service, is not about sales. So if we are focusing on the service of your customer, definitely they will come back to you for more. Yeah, this is about my short background about myself. So yeah, maybe without further, yeah, we can try to move for the other slide to let you guys know about what is content about. Okay. Yeah, just now, like what Mrs. Shafwa mentioned, that I believe you guys have no idea what is Contact about. So Contact App is basically a digital job platform dedicated to the contingent workforce. So yeah, okay, back to the digital job platform, right? Okay, it's a little bit similar to those of the platform like JobStreet, like Wood. But Wood, I believe that right now they have already rebranded their name to I guess should be the name of Hirely. I'm not, if not mistaken. And the other job platform like Riseball, Mount Career, and many more. Yeah, so we are one of the digital platform of it. And the only differences compared to hi, by the way, can someone mute the mic first because it's like some background.
Is someone? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Maya. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Contact is a digital job platform we dedicated to the contingent workforce. So yeah, the only difference compare to the other job platform, right? We are the one who are focusing on the contingent workforce. So before I move to the other slide, so let have a look with the picture below. So we can see there are two beautiful girl and two handsome guy over there. So maybe we can start with the left hand side. So from the left hand side, right, so we can see this beautiful girl for sure, and he look energetic, and he have a good smile, and he look young. So yeah, maybe hey guy, or maybe hey all the girl over here, can you let me know that what do you think he do for her life? How do I manage to see the comment actually? Where can I see the comment for Microsoft?
Uh,
Can anyone let me know?
you can go over there. You
Is
can
there any
see.
comment section for Microsoft?
Yes, you can
At
go
the
to
moment, there is no chat.
okay, at the
Oh no.
moment, no chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so but
Thank you. Yeah, okay. So for the left hand side, right? Yeah, this is a student. So she's a student. So okay, student is considered part of the contingent workforce. Okay, why do we say so? Just think of student, right? Whenever they want to apply for job, is only during the time of internship. So internship is not a full-time job. It's just a job for them to complete their task or complete their subject. So they only come with a certain duration, or maybe some of the students they're having their internship for 3 months, some of them they're having the internship for 6 months. So student is part of the contingent workforce. And go with the picture for number 2. So we can see the guy have a charming smile. So he's holding a laptop with a cup of coffee. So for what can I see for the picture itself, like I can see this guy look like freedom, and he look like flexible with his life. Yeah, so he's definitely a freelancer. So freelancers is the person who are not working with under any company. So they actually get paid by their client. So they have to be like get in touch with a lot of the different client or different company, because some of the company that might need a lot of the outsourcing people to help them to complete some of the certain tasks. So they are the one to help them to complete. So once they complete, they will get paid for the company itself. However, they are not belong to any company. And back to the picture number 3. So based on the uniform itself, right? So we can foresee these people, and this beautiful girl, he's work in the hospital. So he is the doctor. And hospital, right? Usually, what do we think of hospital? They have a lot of the nursing, and they have a lot of the doctor over there. So for this kind of people working in hospital, their majority is the contract worker, and usually we call them as the local staff. So local staff is like maybe they actually start out with the contract with the hospital for 1 year. So after a year, and they actually have the right to decide whether they want to join to other hospital, or maybe they want to see whether the current hospital want to renew their contract or not. Okay, and the picture number 4. So you can see this handsome guy, he's holding the helmet. Okay, and yeah, this is basically for what I look is he more lookly like is construction and the oil and gas industry. Yeah, so I'm not sure that whether do you all familiar with these two industry. So usually for oil and gas and the construction industry, right, they are majority the project based as well. So a lot of the company, they get the project based on the duration. So whenever they get the project for example as a 6 month duration, that might need to get the contract worker for working with them for 6 months. Yeah, so this is all the people we call it as the contingent workforce, and they are all having the same problem. It's because they are not like the full timer. As a full timer, right? We are quite. I could say that we are quite stable in our career because we don't need to stress about. Or what if after my contract ended already? Do the company still want to renew my contract, or what should I do after the next? Yeah, so these people that might be they have to be keep on like hardworking to get a new company to get in touch with them, or maybe to get a new project with a new client and so on. So the one of the key feature is quite important to all of them is the availability. So because they have to let the company to know that okay, when do they manage to join to the new company, when is the contract finished, and when is they finish this certain task for the company, and are you ready to get another certain task for the another client. So this is all of their daily life had to be, and they have to become more aggressive than the other people who are looking for job, because their life is like by time to time they have to keep on looking for a new company or with a new contract as well. Yeah, that is for the contingent workforce. Yeah, Mina can help me to move to other slide. Thank you. Yeah, so I hope that you guys have some of the basic understanding about our Contact app. So like what I mentioned earlier, so Contact app is actually a digital job platform, something similar like JobShake, similar like maybe a Rise or Wood, but we are the one who are focusing on the contingent workforce. So this is the full definition of contingent workforce. Contingent workforce is physically present contract workers, like what I mentioned earlier, freelancers, local staff, and students who have specific availability or their internship there. Okay, and also for some of the people who will be managed to start work immediately. Yeah, so this is all the category of the target audience our Contact app we target for. Okay, yeah, Maya, next slide, please. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Before maybe okay. So after you guys understand with some of the feature and some of the like understanding about our Contact app, so I can share you with some of our team member.
That
So
is
this
very nice photo, Lawrence. That I think everyone looks beautiful inside here with all those natural lightings. Where is this place?
in our office.
Ah, okay. So, okay, Lawrence.
Yeah, actually, I just want to testing you guys because yeah, I just want to let you guys to guess. Do you guys know who is the person in the picture is Rowan Pierre, and Rowan Pierre is actually our founder in Contact App.
Oh, I see. So, where is he from? Where is originated?
Yeah, his origin from Australian, but
Australian.
but yeah, but can you guess that who is the person in the picture is belong to him?
Person in the picture, all of them belong to him. dia, dia your
You
the
just
full
try to
time
ignore the
staff.
left hand side. Yeah, focus on the right hand side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, Rowan is the person who are standing at the right hand side. The guy.
I see.
Wearing the black color shirt.
The black color shirt. Okay, so on the
Yeah,
right.
the right
Okay.
hand side.
Okay. Uh,
Correct. Okay. So maybe I will share a little bit background about our founder. So yeah, okay. Rowan is the founder of Contact App, and he's also the director of SPS Oilfield Services. So SPS Oilfield Services is one of the manpower company which is focusing only for the oil and gas professional. So yeah, like what I mentioned just now, he is the person from Australia, and he lived in Malaysia for more than 15 years. So he created the Contact app is because he saw the pain point that the company and also the job seeker happen every day. So this is why he want to build the Contact app, and he want to focus on helping the contingent workforce in finding the gainful employment. Yeah, so this is some of the background of our boss. So yeah, and Maya, can you help me to move to the next slide? Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I believe that all of you should be quite excited to know about how a startup company run our business and operation, and how do we manage to sustain during this pandemic period. Am I right?
yeah, especially when it comes to a startup in this kind of environments, right? Which is, I think, a very critical environment. Mostly people would just sit back and watch what happened first. But you guys are very aggressive in doing opening up big business, doing the marketing. So I think that would be wonderful if we can hear insight from contact app sites over here.
Yeah, for sure. So Maya, thank you. Can you help me to move for the other slide? Okay. So this is become one of our daily life have to do for it's a compulsory task for our daily life should be. Okay, as a startup company, strategizing and brainstorming together with our team has become a work culture in Contact Apps. Yeah, as like what just now Mr. Swaswa mentioned that yeah, during this tough period of time, and especially we are the startup company, we have a limited resources, we have limited financial, and we also have a limited manpower. So that we actually need to strategize and we need to brainstorm together to get more awareness in the market. So yeah, and yeah, I would like to share some of the point of view whenever I join for this company. So for whoever who want to join as a startup company, right? This is for my own opinion. I think your life will be full of colorful. This is because that your job task and your job role might be changed for time to time. So you have to get used to it or you have to adapt to it. And the another point that I would like to say that you have to ensure that you keep your mind fresh all the time. Otherwise, it's quite difficult for you to input your idea with the team member. Yeah. So Myla, can you help me to move to the other slide? Thank you. Okay. Great. Is there any question?
Yes, Lawrence. Yeah, well, when you mentioned startups, right? Okay, so previously I was in I don't say a startups. The company already started for a while, but it's just a very small agency. Okay,
Okay.
we have around five designers, and then what you mentioned is, I think, is spot on. Because when you have worked in a small company, you tend to learn a lot of things. I do learn a lot of things, especially under my boss previously. And as a small companies, right, you tend to take a lot of roles, okay, and then you learn as you go. Okay, so I learn as you go. So you do not really. Of course, there is a clear definitions of what is job role uh, in offer letter. But as
Mm,
you start to work, you able to learn more things because you need to handle a lot of stuff comparative to a big companies, right? Where you just have a specific roles. I think starting small is does really beneficial you in certain ways where you open up to learn a new things. So for
yeah,
mhm.
true.
Okay, so Lawrence,
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
mm,
yeah, thank you so much for the feedback on the start out opinion of your side. That's definitely true that because based on my experience, I believe this is the first time. This should be the first time also that I joined as a startup company. Yeah, at the beginning of the time, it might be difficult for me to adapt on it because I get used on like follow with the job description from the company that assigned to me. And right now, when I join for Kontactapp, right, so I have to, yeah, I have to be more agile. I have to be more creativity for my by myself. Have to keep on learning to ensure that I can manage to input a different idea to the team member as well. Okay, so and hold on. Okay, so okay, to talk about the undertake market research. So I would like to say that one of our role in Contact AI is actually to undertake the market research and also build out the market for the company. So I could say that this market research is quite important to whoever the startup company. The reason behind is because based on my understanding that I learned from this startup, right, if you didn't do any market research before you launch a product or before you launch an app or before you launch any service that you want to do for your company, right? It's quite difficult for you to survive for a long term, and also it's difficult for your marketing to have the idea on doing the design or to target the audience as well. So before we want to do or before we want to launch or before we want to like build a future everything, so it's compulsory for you to like do a lot of the market research. You have to understand that okay, what is the current market right now, or what is the latest technology? Is that this feature have already existing in the in the world? Is there any other company that are actually have already utilized for this feature to the other company as well? And also, what is your customer behavior? So this is some of the key points quite important for every startup company before you launch out or before you want to build a future to the market itself. Otherwise, it's quite like consuming your time and also like wasting your cost for the IT department to build out the feature for it. Okay, so my next piece. So yeah, so basically I have dropped down some of the keyword. Okay, why should we do the market research during this startup company? I think that not only during the time when I joined the company, even right now until today, right, I still need to hold for this responsibility to help the company to keep on do a lot of the different market research because we never know our competitor because our competitor might be they have changing their own branding or maybe they have their own feature, they have their own strategy. So we have to keep on updating and keep on understand the latest technology as well. So okay, so this is the beneficial if let's say if you have a good market research, it can give you the information you need to plan, and it can help you to reduce the risk of making the wrong decision, and it can also help you to identify potential new opening because we don't want to do repeat duplicate the same feature to the competitor again. So we want to do something new, and also it can help you to improve your marketing selling point, give you idea for product and service deployment, help you better understand the competition you face, and also same goes to the inform your business plan. Yeah, so I come across this journey in the startup company. I realized that okay, you have to be like quite hard work to keep on study a lot of the different article to understand your customer, to understand your competitor, to understand the market need, to understand your customer, to understand your customer behavior as well. So this is some of the main keyword for you to help your company to grow and to help your company to sustain, especially during this pandemic period. Yeah. So hi Mala, please next. Okay. So apart from that, right, we also need to understand our customer and also our competitor from time to time. Okay, the reason behind is to know what your customer want is important to collect all the relevant information and insight you can. Okay, this is the job task I could say that I do it for almost every day. So yeah, to understand your customer well is because once you understand your customer well, then only you know that what is their pain point and you can give them the solution to solve their problem. So usually, what do I reach out with them is like I will try to call them by phone. I will try to email them, or maybe we try to face meeting. But right now, is the pandemic. It's difficult for me to meet up with them by face to face. So we have actually transitioning to the like Zoom online or maybe like Microsoft online with them. Yeah. So this is part of the business and operation that we are doing for almost every day as well. Next, please, Maya. Okay, so this is you are not only need to understand your customer and you need to understand your competitor as well. So to understand your competitor, right, it's good for you to know that what is the unique feature and what is the benefit that you can give to your customer. If let's say if you don't even know well about a competitor, right, it's difficult for you to target your product. It's difficult for you to market your product to the audience as well. So from time to time, you also need to study about okay, what is the selling point for your competitor, and do you provide a better value compared to your competitor, or maybe what is the special between you and your competitor? So this is like quite important whenever if you want to approve your customer.
Okay, just for a while, Lawrence. Okay, so I think I have been involved with the market research before. I mean, I'm not doing the market research, just
Yeah.
that I involved as a participant to understand what is the market that's out there. So one experience that I have is that you know a McDonald's, right? Okay, everyone knows McDonald's, right? Okay, so I was called to these sessions to taste of their new burgers. Okay, so
Mm.
but I thought it was just we going to eat burgers and then we're going to done with it. But actually no, I went over there and it was in an office. Okay, so they presented to us the burger, and after we tasted that, we have to mark a certain criteria, whether it's the taste, the spiciness, and so on. Okay, and at the end of the day, I got paid for it. I think 150 something like that, just to taste their burger. I think that is one of the thing that were experienced to me when I was as a market research. I believe that is for market research as well. Before they and then because a few months after that, they released up a new burger that calls it Prosperity. It was way back then, when I was still a student. It was way back then. And then a few months after that, I realized that there's sebenarnya they released the similar burger with it. Of course, they make some changes and improvement towards that. And yeah, I think that is a part of market research as well before they release a certain product, because they wanted to understand well. Before this does not make sense to me. As a student, I just want to taste a free food only, right? Okay.
Yeah. You are right as well. Yeah, it's quite important for you to understand the customer behavior. I still remember during the time when I joined into Contact right? So my boss was giving me one of the KPI for myself. So for my side, I have to reach out to 50 people in a day to ask about their feedback. Especially, I have to specialize to the contingent workforce. So from the day to day itself, I need to send out the report to my boss to let them know that okay, out of these 50 people, what is the feedback about our the feature that we provide to them, and how do they feel about it. And we do giving them a free trial, like what you mentioned, that like as a student, they will just go for it as long as it's a free thing. Yeah, so so we provide them some of the like a free voucher or maybe a free Grab voucher for whoever who want to give us the feedback, or whoever they want to give us the comment about our feature itself. Yeah, it's quite important to have this kind of market research because we don't want to simply to launch a product, but there are not need in the market, so it's useless for us to launch as well. So yeah.
And then just want to know who is actually the competitor, because I believe I think it's very rare for us to heard about this area of contingent workforce. So who is actually your competitor of contact apps actually?
Yeah, this is a definitely a good question. Okay, I would be happy to say that in Malaysia, so far I could say we are the only one who are specialized in the contingent workforce. Yeah, but however, yeah, okay, as you know, right, there are a lot of the company that are still in the traditional mindset or maybe other else. So yeah, they have, even though they're looking for contingent workforce, but they actually still get used with job share or maybe newspaper and the other like traditional platform itself. So yeah, so even though we don't have any specific competitor with us, but usually we will consider job share or newspaper. They are one of our competitor, and we actually need to like have a meet up with the customer to let them know what is the differences between us and the other platform, to let them know, oh, why we are so special. That is because we only help you to focusing on the contingent workforce. So whenever if you're looking for contingent workforce, for who are the people inside our database, inside our dashboard itself, they are the right audience for you. So for other platform, yeah, that might have a lot of the huge database over there. But however, whoever people that apply on it, right, that might be not relevant with what you're looking for. Yeah, so this is one of our key beneficial for Contact App. And yeah, for competitor platform in the market, so far I think still the same competitor, which is like JobStreet, or maybe the second one, which is the LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, okay, interesting. That's LinkedIn also a part of your competitor. Mm.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so Lawrence, you may continue with
Yeah,
the next.
yeah. So yeah, okay. So maybe I can do a little bit summarize about the business and operation. So along the way, right, we realized there are a lot of the job platform in the market, but like what I mentioned just now, but none of the platform is specialist for contingent workforce. So therefore, we decided to focus only on the contingent workforce personnel and help them to secure their job placement. So really fortunate to say that, okay, even though right now it's a tough period of time, it's difficult to get in touch with the company, the customer, and also the job sector as well. But really fortunate to say that we have now collaborated with more than 6 universities in Malaysia. So we have helping more than 100 students to secure the internship and also the full-time job. So with a good substance, right now Contact has successfully bring in more than 100 company, and we have more than 1,000 of the contingent workforce actively looking for job in our Contact app as well.
Oh, I see. So that means you have worked with tons of other institutions before. Okay, so I think it would be interesting as well to know about that. That you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So now
yeah,
we are with UOW. Okay.
correct. Correct. And yeah, and just now I was forgotten to mention one of the point, one of the special for our Contact app itself. Yeah, because just now I was mentioned that we are helping the student to secure the internship, right? So yeah, so I believe a lot of the platform out there, especially like JobShare or maybe like LinkedIn, they do have the company looking for internship as well. But however, the student just managed to apply without any notification or without any any message from the companies to let them know that whether do I want to hire you, or whether what is the problem with your resume, or what. So for our side, right, okay, we actually help the student to conduct a different career talk with them. So for example, if I said the student, okay, whoever they're facing the problem, they have no idea on how to write a resume, how to write a great resume, or maybe they have no idea how to conduct a proper interview whenever the HR asking you the question, or maybe they want to know about how to have a communication with my team colleague together whenever when I join into the company itself. Yeah, so we actually can curate some of the different topic to the student, and the student will be managed to learn something new from the career talk. At the same time, the students still manage to get in touch with the company on the spot during the career talk itself. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting as well because we wanted to groom the students in order to enter the job market in the future because I bet you guys have seen it previously where the students the fresh graduate that asking for a job that is viral on the internet and they were asking about whether it is suitable. They are asking like they are the employers that okay, well, they said, have you ever been to university before? But that job is for something that is experience, right? Okay, so I bet that is something that we wanted to avoid when it comes to especially our students, right? Have you seen that before, Lawrence? The ones that viral on the internet about they try to apply for jobs using WhatsApp instead of the proper lines.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely a cool question. Yeah, because yeah, okay, I could say that okay, I could say that we have to be agile. Okay, yeah, because due on the new era technology and new era generation. So yeah, maybe for the previously for the baby boomer or maybe for before the baby boomer generation, right, people might be prefer to go back to the traditional way. They will still prefer to have a proper look with the job description and to apply in the proper way itself. Am I right? I'm not sure. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so okay, yeah. So whenever they apply from WhatsApp, right? Okay, the WhatsApp will be a new, I could say there should be a new exposure or a new awareness for the student to know the job on the spot itself. Because for our contact itself, right, we do integrated this job vacancy and we allowed the company to share their job vacancy to the WhatsApp. So for whoever a student they are keen to apply for it, right, they actually can put in the WhatsApp and direct them to the contact app to apply on it.
Yeah, so that will be interesting. It's just that even though it's using a WhatsApp platform, but it have to be using an appropriate behavior and manner, right? To in order to for you to apply those job rather than
Yeah, for sure.
using it just like a normal day, right?
That will be true, correct. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so for our side, right, okay, we just provide the feature for them to broadcast their vacancy to WhatsApp. But however, okay, for whoever people they keen to apply on it, right, they still need to register and complete their profile in our contact app before they apply on it.
Okay, interesting, interesting. Yeah.
Alright, but for WhatsApp is the faster way and also is the efficient way for the company to let the people to know about it. Because nowadays I believe a lot of the people they get used on using WhatsApp to see the information. Even same goes to the company itself. Yeah, last time a lot of the company they prefer us to send them the information and also the detail to their email address. And yeah, I after this pandemic period, I do receive a number of the company. They are more prefer that I communicate with them from WhatsApp instead of email as well.
Okay, okay. I think because they wanted the faster feedback, faster reactions.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the point. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, correct, correct. Yeah.
mm,
So I think it's because of the new generation of people nowadays. Yeah, people they prefer fast. They prefer like what I mentioned. Yeah, this is true. And yeah, the reason for us to build up for this contact is also we want the people to get higher fast, and we want to provide them a simple platform. Is be hassle free, so they don't need to like so complicated have to fill like so many information for them to go in to apply the company itself.
mm. Okay, so that will be interesting. Okay, so how about we move on to next one?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, okay. So this is for the business and the operations and the operation side. So yeah, so later on Mala will be the one to share about the marketing material and also some of the workshop to all of the students. So yeah, I think Mara have assigned a quite important role in contact app because without a good marketing, without a good design, it's difficult for us to attach or to get more awareness to the audience as well. So maybe Maya, I may need your help to share with the student on how do you like have so much of creativity like like to help Contact App to get so much awareness to the market. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Lawrence. I think Lawrence too much praising me lah. I'm not the, but yes. Thank you so much. Lawrence, can you share your screen instead so that I can open my cam, so at least they,
Oh, yeah, okay, hold on.
yeah, yeah. So let me stop sharing and then you can share. I've sent you the link on Slack.
Okay, because Maria and me have a
Yeah.
history way back then,
Yes,
lah.
I
Okay,
wanted to say it.
okay,
Yeah.
so it's been a while. Okay, just that some of the things that I have not told her, and I bet only now I think she's going to realize it. Okay, so for me, while Lawrence are sharing the screen, we have uh, known each other since 2015.
And 15, yeah.
15. Okay, so
Yes.
in my career as well, that is the time where I transitioning from the industry to the academics. Okay, just for your information, Maria, that was my first time teaching the
Oh,
class.
really? Oh my gosh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
I know
okay.
I
No
did
wonder.
badly.
No lah, just joking lah.
I know I did badly, especially that is my first time teaching the classes. Okay, after 6 years in the academics with a mindset that this should be the the industry standards. By right, it should
Mhm.
not. Okay, because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
as a students are learning into learning this new process and so on. Okay, so I think I did badly at the first class. Okay, so sorry
No
about
lah.
that.
It's okay, Mr. Shawal. Lawrence, can you open on Canva? Because I don't, PDF is going to be quite hard for them to see because there are some GIF animation. Yeah, sorry,
So
yeah.
she's doing the creative thingy right now. Okay.
Yeah. So just a bit about I studied in INTI for graphic design, and Mr. Shawal has been throughout in my degree years. And actually, he's lying. He's not that bad. I've learned a lot. So throughout I've learned so much, and I've gained more than what I expected. So okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lauren, so much. Now, let's move on. If you can, let me know if you can hear me properly. Is that okay? Can you hear me properly?
Yes, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay. So, I'm pretty sure in the digital media design, you are more focused towards the marketing and promotional key visuals. That's what we call. So, in terms, if I'm not mistaken, is that correct, Mr. Shawal?
Yes, correct. They are integrating for previously they're integrating creating a lot of visuals to addressing
Mhm.
certain issues,
Yes.
such as job applications in your case.
All right. So that means marketing is the foundation. I believe it's the foundation of, any companies to, give a voice of their brand. And I believe through these exercises, I can show and maybe, open up how Contact App actually works in the marketing area. Lawrence? Okay, so as I've mentioned, promotional strategies or marketing strategies are really important to position, especially Contact App's brand in the market. So right now, our market we would say is the job seekers, and job seekers we are focusing even more hyper targeted, which is what Lawrence mentioned, is contingent workforce. So you will hear a lot of that word because it is our target audience. So in marketing, especially what Lawrence just mentioned also, your customers and your competitors. So when you research all that, you will also get to know who is your audience. So especially when you design a visual or you want to market something, so when you want to make a proposal of a design, you must understand it's truly important who is your target audience. So in Contact App, the two things we're mainly focusing, which is bringing awareness and also bringing awareness of our brand, and also bringing awareness of our product or our service, which is the app. And through these visuals and this marketing, we would like to let them know how can it be beneficial to them. So right now we talking about Contact App, we are also sort of marketing it to you, trying to let you know what is Contact App all about and how it can be beneficial to you. Okay, next, Lawrence. Now, okay, this is just a series of marketing campaigns that we have been carrying out on Contact App, as I've mentioned, to increase the brand and product awareness. So eventually, we want to bring in new customers. So the new customers is who? Now, these are just a list. I will further elaborate in the slides. So we have product launch, we have brand awareness, we have email marketing, we have contest marketing, and also rebranding. Next, Lawrence. Okay, so I'd like to talk about, I'd like to be as transparent as possible, how Contact App was and how Contact App is now. So if you could see, this is our previous branding. And why I say branding is so important, if let's say, for example, you work for any company, any startup, when you want to market their brand, it is also important like how the logo and everything looks like. So this is previously done. And if you could see, it's not as memorable, I would say. You can be blunt to me later if you can have any questions, or if you'd like to tell me, this is a logo that doesn't actually catch the attention of the audience. And if you could see, in every company, I'd say, and startup, they have something more uniform. So uniform in terms of the color palette. If you see, the brand is blue and the old one, the Lawrence, I can see your cursor. Yeah, sorry. And then the blue is, if you could see the pictures on the first logo, it's all blue. So it sort of have a uniform, like unity around it. And for the second is this is where we rebranded. And the main reason we rebranded is to definitely we want to keep it simple, a fresh new design, and even it reflects in the images. Both image, the old and the new, also carries out something more simple, straightforward, although it's more dynamic, the picture in the second one. It has a sort of like it's uniform as well. So next, Lawrence.
Okay, can I ask you a questions regarding
Yeah.
the rebranding that you guys have done?
Yes. Yeah.
Since you guys said you guys are startup, okay, so which is
Mhm.
fairly new, and then
Yeah.
I bet that logo of that cheetah, right? Okay.
Yes, it's a cheetah wearing a necktie.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's fairly new as well. So what comes to a decision that we need to refreshen up our brands since it is new, but we need
Yes,
to
yes.
have a new things again.
Okay, so to be honest, came in later. So the brand was already there, and I suggested as a team also we've decided on it that Contact App needed something more memorable. If you see the first one and the second one, which would capture you more? Because the objective of Contact App's brand is to capture the name immediately rather than look at the logo of a cheetah. So we wanted the name Contact App as the brand and logo itself. Yeah.
Okay, so that's understand. I think it looks much more modern. I think it's
Yeah.
easier to get. Okay, we see. Okay, this is we can easily read it as contact app using that kind of bookmarks. Okay, I think it's a brilliant kind of exercise.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Shawal. All right. Next, Lauren. Okay, now this is the second campaign. So the first campaign is rebranding. We so the thing was in the beginning as a startup, to reach your audience, it takes a lot more effort. And rebranding, the transition of rebranding campaign wasn't that hard for us because we're still new. So rebranding could just easily be captured. We can just show like, hey, this is our new brand. Now, the next campaign is brand awareness. So this marketing or promotional exercise is important because you want to get your name out there first through a few series. So the first one, if you can see, is a virtual career talk. Like what Lawrence mentioned, we have collaborated with a few universities mainly to give virtual talks. So through and eventually the reason we also do virtual talks is because we would like to show Kontactapp can provide employment through our app. So we invite guest speakers from our clientele, and they will give talks regarding anything to do with employment, how to market yourself, how to how to get ready for an interview, how to prepare yourself post COVID-19. So things like that that is relevant right now. And so through this virtual talk, this campaign, it sorts of also a push, the brand outside there to get the students to know that this Kontactapp is easily available for students, especially interns, because you can even input your start date. Like, oh, okay, I can put in my start date, and these companies know when I can begin already. So that is what we do for the first brand awareness. Now, the second brand awareness, if you can see, there's a GIF moving. And this is what we call a feature campaign. So that we talk about through our brand awareness, we talk about the features that we have and is beneficial to the customers. So this, what Lawrence mentioned, you can broadcast your availability, which is your start date if you have, and then your profile if you have registered onto Kontactapp, your information all there, and even your resume means you whatever you upload your resume. So all that three information, you can create a like if you can see in the GIF, a personal message before sending it out on WhatsApp. But not also WhatsApp. We encourage to put the link because the link will be generated. Means you can put it on your even email. If you want to email, because some companies, not all companies, even during the pandemic, uh, they they still prefer email, especially MNC, very corporate companies, banking, finance, all these FMCG. So they still prefer email. So you can even attach that link to your email saying this is my credentials. So that is the second marketing brand awareness that we conducted. Now, the third one is, like we've said, it's important to have your target audience. So we specifically have majority. If you download the app, and you can see a lot of oil and gas companies. It's because I want to be as transparent. Yes, it's for oil and gas, mainly oil and gas professionals, which is candidates. However, it's for contingent workforce, other industries such as banking, hospitality, tech, and also not necessarily they need like an IT personnel. So they need a designer. They need marketing person. So even this industry, they might need the specific, people. They also need some other apart from that. So this is part of the brand awareness.
Yeah,
Um,
I
yeah,
think what you are saying is kind very true. Okay, especially when it comes to oil and gas industry,
yeah,
which is huge industries, and then this huge industry requires a lot of expertise because I have a bunch of my clique, and then that works in oil and gas, but they are not doing engineering whatsoever. So either they are, because we are from a multimedia background, so either they
yeah.
are in the corporate communications or
Mhm.
the internal communications.
Yeah.
And then some of them ventures into IT parts of the oil and gas industry. So this is huge opportunities and huge industries that the students might look into. So
Yeah.
sometimes when you have not joined the industry yet, maybe you have one of perceptions what is the industry is about. But I think this is really good for the students to see
Mhm.
what is the opportunity is.
Yeah. And if I just want to make note, so this is a mixture of the previous visuals of the previous branding and also the current visuals of the rebranded. And also in this marketing for the design digital media team, we are focusing more now on the feature, which is your availability. So that is what we are pushing to people right now. Yeah. Next, Lawrence. All right, so this is just an example of another, images that we for the brand awareness. Like for example, we collaborated with Zalora. So those who have downloaded, we want to give free vouchers. Those who just download, it's just if you guys want to download, there is still
Is it
um,
available or not, especially for the student? We have six
yeah.
ladies over here.
Yeah. So and this mainly all this collaboration that we do with companies is always job related. So we can't simply just collaborate with like a company such as what maybe makeup. Yeah, I was actually trying to push for Sephora because you want to get ready and be nice. So yes, something job related. So then we have like informational post. So these are just all the things to get the brand awareness out.
I
Next,
think I
Lawrence.
think
Yeah,
the strategy would involve the way that you wanted to position the contact app itself, right?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Right. Next, Lawrence. All right. So this is called the next campaign is product launch. So once you have your brand awareness out there, so the thing is we needed to get our brand out there first. Who are we? Then we say, oh, we have a product launch. So this is how the steps we take to transition smoothly into knowing this. I know who Contact App is, but now I know, oh, they have an app. I can download. So it's job related. Now, this is a previous image of the old brand. However, we also did say like, hey, we have an app. And then this is for the job seeker side, which is the candidate. And then the right side of the image is for employers. So of course we need employers and also job seekers in the platform so that you guys can connect. So these things are mainly just to keep them aware and like let them know that hey, we're here. All right, next, Lawrence. Now this is contest marketing. Uh, so as I said, we try to find any marketing strategies that is related back to work because we are a digital recruitment platform. So not really a recruitment, we are a job platform. So anything job related. So this contest is a work from home pet challenge. And we decided to give out, this is mainly to brand awareness as well. Not really to ask them to download. It's just to get a fun way of getting to know us. So even if you don't have a pet, you can use your teddy bear, and the first winner is a teddy bear. So
that is
yeah,
unfair. Other
yeah,
people spend money for their pet.
yeah. So this is a fun way of getting. So it's not only very formal or very corporate like how we brand, how we market our brand. We also want to approach something more fun. Yeah. Next, Lawrence. Now, lastly, this is email marketing. Now, email marketing we mostly use for reminding existing customers or customers who wants to join in our email listing. So this is to remind or update them like, hey, this is our new feature, and check out our new feature, or have you check out our new feature. So things like that we want to inform them. And like I said, on the right side, this is the rebranding part, where this is for employers. So this is how we do it, where when we rebrand, we also let them know we have rebranded. Yeah. So this, just want to give a conclusion. This is the marketing strategies that we have, undertake in order to get contact apps brand out there. So if you feel that you still don't understand, I pass it to Mr. Shawal a few images on how we produce visuals. If you notice, most of the visual has some sort of uniform, like very similar, is because you have the color involved. So I would say in every, I can't speak for all companies, but in the companies that I've worked in, there is consistency in terms of the visuals that you produce, because that's how the brand speaks. Yeah. So in conclusion, I guess that's my conclusion. Um, yeah, and we can move forward now to the project brief. Oh, sorry, this is actually another example. I forgot about this slide. All right, so this is another example for email marketing. Okay. Yep. Next, Lawrence.
Okay, so before
Yeah.
we move on to a project brief,
Mhm.
let me ask something just to clarify the
Yeah, sure.
situations over here.
Mhm.
Okay, so first of thing that I wanted to ask, okay, so what makes a contact apps is totally different from other jobs applications that is out there, job apps,
Yeah.
okay, website or so on. Okay, what makes actually you guys different?
Lawrence, you'd like to answer that, or you want me to answer?
Yeah, okay. Maybe I can try to answer this question. Yeah, okay. So what make our contact different compared to the other platform is like what I mentioned earlier. We are the so far only one who are focusing on the contingent workforce. And the second thing is like because based on the experience from what already happened during the past 10 years in the oil and gas manpower industry. So he found out that a lot of the contingent workforce, they're having the problem, which is like it's difficult to let the company know their availability. So he come up with this feature and to help them to solve the pain point of the of whenever they want to apply for a new company or they want to join for a new contract job.
Okay, so that would be interesting. So anyhow, comes back to you guys. Okay, comes back to you. I just want to ask you guys. You guys have been through a process of having a degree, and then
Mhm.
Maria extended further to a postgraduate master's degree, and now you are. So how does those degrees play role in developing you are right now?
Um, Lawrence, you want to go ahead or me first?
Okay, yeah, okay,
Okay.
definitely a good question. Yeah, it's about the education. Okay, so for me, I think education I could say it's important, yeah, for us to stay in for the first job of the company. Okay, like what I mentioned earlier about my personal background. So I was from the hospitality industry and I graduated from hospitality, but right now I transitioning myself from the hospitality to the recruitment industry. So okay, for myself, I think that yeah, it's important for you to have a good education for you to learn some of the basic knowledge. But whenever if you go to the real actual work life, it depends on how you discipline yourself, like how creativity you are and how adaptability that you can adapt with the new environment. Yeah, but however, a good education is a good step up point for you to join into a better company because especially a lot of the corporate company they are quite particular on your CGPA. So some of the company that might need to have to see your CGPS if you want to join my company as a management trainee or if you want to join my company as a some certain position. So you might have to reach out the CGPA for 3.5 and above. Yeah, this might be some of the requirement from the corporate company itself. But whenever if you join to the company already, it still depends on your own discipline, your own effort. It depends on how do we going to develop a skill to the company itself.
Um, so is correct, right? Is it correct how your education plays a role in my job? Is that what you meant, right, Mr. Shawal?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Especially when you decided to pursue
Okay.
it to a master's degree, right? So,
Okay.
what makes you different actually?
So I personally, I would say that taking extra or a further education such as masters, it did give me the freedom to explore what I'm good at. Even in degree, sometimes we all just want to chill, laid back, degree only, and then once you go to the working world, okay, that is when I put effort. But uh, yeah, sorry. Uh, I would say if you have the opportunity to go overseas or even continue masters here, go ahead. I'd say personally to have an experience first, other than your internship. maybe try out a startup, or even if you manage to get in a small to medium sized company, you call it SME, sorry, small to medium enterprise, SME, or MNC, which is multinational, like all these big brands you see around. And I feel that gives you a lot of learning experience, and just to teach you. And if you do decide to take your masters as well, it did help me to open up a lot of learning experience with other students. I'd say the most I've learned from is after studying and working outside, getting out into the real world. It is scary. I would say I've done a lot of freelance in my past after working, sorry, after studying. And then I decided to join the startup, which is Kontactapp. And I'd say I'd learned a lot in Kontactapp because I don't only do just graphic design work, just visuals. I do animation. I do UI UX. I'm still learning as I go. So things like that, do take the opportunity. You can even learn on YouTube, on other platforms that give you free access to learn. So I'd say yes, it did play a huge part in grooming me into becoming a good designer, having an education. Yeah.
Okay, so it's good to know. Actually, Maria have been cheeky before this when she applied for her master's degree. She's do it silently, and
Yeah.
then I able to find out about this because the university that she's applying is contacting me for approval.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So okay. So it's good to know that your degrees, okay, degree or master's degree play a role in developing that you are right now. One of the case that was happening previously is that a diploma students is trying to apply for internship, just internship only,
Mhm.
for an big oil and gas company lah in Malaysia,
Yeah.
which is a Petronas. And the response that I get, the company responded to me saying that they does not took somebody that is from a diploma level. They needs to be at this
Mm.
degree and higher level. So that is the standards of the multinational company that have set currently. Even with a makeup company, a big makeup company, what you call it, L'Oreal,
Zara,
huh?
Zara,
No,
am I
no,
right?
it's the makeup company that is the Malaysian HQ is in Damansara. I forgot what is the name. Okay, basically it's a makeup company, big ones ah. They also mentions that they wanted a student that is degree and higher level. So
Mm.
that is stated what is the job market is currently. Okay, so I believe that is something that the student have to pursue as well. Okay, because it does, based on the response that we have from the panel, it does affected in their current situation right now. Okay, so just another thing before we move on to a project brief that will going to be conducted by the students. Okay, so how do you able to get an optimal exposure when you graduated and started to uh, find a job in the future? Any advice from the panelists, either Maria or Lawrence?
Uh, Sorry, can you repeat that?
How do you get the optimal? How you want to maximize your exposure when you started to apply jobs later when you
Oh, so
graduated?
how you market yourself, is it?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So I'd say I've through the experience speaking with a lot of talent acquisition. So speaking talent acquisition are those who hires look for candidates and hires all those candidates lah. And through their advice, what I have learned is that network, especially on LinkedIn. Try to be more active. Try to connect with the people that are your potential employers. And for a creative, if you want to, market yourself, do more, update your portfolio. Do more things that you have a lot of fun in, and how can this be relevant to the company that you want to apply in. So animation, just things like that, very small tasks that you set for yourself to just brighten up your portfolio. Those kind of things also, I'd say would I'd say that my personal portfolio work was more effective than the works that I have done previously for companies. So have a lot of fun, don't be so stressed out. Marketing yourself is also what you have in terms of skills. If you don't have the right skills, you can also talk about your soft skills in terms of that you are hardworking. You can touch on things like that you are good at communicating. So try to network with companies. You find out and connect with these people, especially talent acquisition. You can type in Petronas talent acquisition, Sephora, Zalora talent acquisition, and they'll come out the people. Just connect with them and just message, hi, I just want to show you my resume. I see there's an opening. So things like that you can fully maximize your potential to market yourself. Yeah.
So from Lawrence, anything from your side? Any advice?
Okay, I think Maya have basically covered with all the point that I was going to mention. Okay, so maybe I just want to add on one of the point from the portfolio for myself. Yeah, I do agree with the portfolio because maybe you guys all is from the digital media design, right? Am I right? So portfolio is one of the important like to showcase to the company itself. So for myself, because I'm not from the designer role, so I'm from the account manager, so I do all the account management, everything. So for myself, I will be more focusing on the testimonial or maybe like what is your achievement that you have achieved for your previous company itself. So this type of achievement, right, will be helping you to become more exposure to help you to get more higher chances for the company to get you higher. Yeah, I still remember I get hired by this company is because of my previous achievement. So because I was joining the in one of the recruitment company. I think last 2 years ago. Okay, in one of the company. So and yeah, and I consistently achieve like top something like top sales of the company itself. So yeah, this is also one of the reasons that put all your effort whenever you join to a new company, try to achieve some of the certain result. Okay, and this result might be quite useful for your future company. Yeah. This is for the point of view as the business side. Yeah. Maybe for designer side, yeah, I think it's quite important to have a good portfolio.
Yeah, definitely. So top sales, yeah, Lawrence. I bet you are really good at sell things. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that is very difficult thing to do because it's not my field when it comes to sales, right? It have to come naturally. Okay, it have to come naturally within you, right? When it comes to sales, okay, because my mother-in-law is in sales. She's damn good at it. Okay, and she's in banking previously, and then because of her nature of her sales, right, she was able to persuade me to take a few loans with her as well. Got into it. Okay, so basically, well, for me, that is something that is already built within you. We just need to identify what is your actual strength. Okay, so for our next sessions is regarding the project that the students are going to do with contact apps. Okay, which is a part of your guys' marketing strategies, one of it. Okay, so maybe we can move forward. Maria, can you guide the students regarding the project brief that they are going to do? Okay, so just for a while. For any students that have any kind of questions, please do ask accordingly, because in the end of the day is you guys that are going to execute this project. Okay, so okay, take on, Maria.
Yeah. Mr. Shawal, I just want to ask,
Yep.
have the students already received the project brief that they currently have that you have sent to us?
I have uploaded within their learning management system,
Okay,
but
okay.
I have not gone through yet with them. Okay, so by right,
Oh, okay. I understand. But I just to let you know, it's just a very this is just the requirements from a contact app we're going to talk about rather than the whole entire brief.
Yes, okay, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
The students will be able to ask
Okay.
more if there's anything. Either
Yeah.
the student can ask you yourself, or you can ask
Okay.
me as well. Okay,
All right.
so
Sure.
take on.
Thank you. Okay, so I believe everyone is now sorry, it's so long-winded. I hope you enjoyed and know more about a contact app. So just like to touch on what the project brief is all about. So our requirements from Contact App, we are required to create a minimum of three visuals. So the reason why we say three visuals, there's a reason behind it. We won't simply give you like five, 10 lah. So we want to give you three visuals is because it's for each social media platform. So I've learned through marketing, throughout working, that in social media, it's best to not mimic or mirror. Means mirror like the same post you post on Facebook, the same post you post on Instagram, the same post you post on LinkedIn. It's better to have a variety so that, for example, as a customer, when they go into a Facebook, then they want to check on Instagram, like, ayo, the same only lah, so boring. So that's why we'd like to give you uh, you know, an opportunity to show how you can produce three visuals. So the visuals can be static, or static means like it doesn't move. It's just like image, or even GIF. If you guys want to go above and beyond and test out your animation skills, go ahead. We don't force you. We just want to see your creativity. So I believe I provided already to Mr. Shawal the logo, so you can get it from Mr. Shawal, the Contact App logo. So just be reminded that the visuals should be contain the logo. Yeah, and I just like I said, be as creative as you want as possible. Now, as I've mentioned, the three visuals are to be posted on different platforms. So it's on Facebook, one, and then Instagram, one, and one for LinkedIn. So I believe you can post this for a week or 2 weeks, sorry. So the reason why we want you to post for 2 weeks on your social media is because that you want to see and garner the amount of engagements. Engagements meaning like the amount of likes, the amount of comments, and the amount of shares. So yeah, hello. Is there someone want to ask a question?
Yes. Anything that you want to ask a question, any students? Want to ask something? Oh, maybe
Oh, I
it's
think
just okay.
accidentally good.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
So, yes, it is on your personal social media. However, we don't want to, force you to like put it up forever. We just like you to try to put it up for 2 weeks. During the period of this assignment and this project. Sorry, I would say project. Assignment is like project is where you get a real taste of, in the industry, working for an industry. So provide social media analytics, like I say, is engagement, means the amount of likes, the comments and share that you have garnered after posting up. So this can be shown through your presentation lah. Yeah. Next, Lawrence. Yeah. Okay. I just like to highlight that again to remind you all what is our goal, Contact App, and what is our objective, Contact App. So I'd like to provide you already a target audience to make it easier for you guys. So the target audience for UOW is we're focusing on students. So students who are looking for full time, who are graduates, so fresh graduates, the target audience, and also internship. So this kind of target audience can give you already a small direction on where your visuals or your marketing your marketing proposal can be headed to. So our target audience is students and intern students lah. So we focus on our goal and mission is focusing on helping oil and gas contingent workforce in finding gainful employment. Yes, we have mentioned is for oil and gas, but as I've mentioned, is good. We want to target for the internship students and also fresh graduates. Now, our objective is to reduce the pain points such as the saving time, costs, and all this complexity of hiring process. So the hiring process between a job seeker, which is me and you, and the employers lah. Sorry, I'm not a job seeker. Sorry, I got work already. I mean the job seekers, candidates, and employers finding each other. So the objective, you can change it a bit for that. It fits in line with the students. So the objective can for Kontactapp for UOW is that we want to market the app. The app, specifically the feature where is share your availability, which is your internship start date. So that could be like another focus for you in giving you a better picture on how you guys want to market it. So I will give a few visuals later on how we market the share availability feature. So, talking about the students can input their start date. So those kind of things that we want to market it out to students. Yeah. Next, Lawrence. So this is a bit of the project timeline, a guidance. So of course, today is our presentation. And on the 27th July, we'd like to see your first draft. So I'm not sure, I haven't discussed with Mr. Shawal on this. I will get in touch whether we can do like a, a meeting, Microsoft meeting like this, where you can just share your own screen and show your own work on your first draft. And I can just look through and see what we can, brush up. Is that okay? Like, Mr. Shawal, we can have like a Microsoft meeting.
Yes, definitely we will have a Microsoft meeting. It's just that
Mhm.
maybe the students can give to you the draft beforehand. So
Yeah.
instead of they are showing on that
Hmm.
particular day, so they can needs to submit earlier, and then
Yeah,
during that
sure.
time meeting you just give a feedback to them what needs to be improved, and we
Yeah,
can
sure.
move on to week 9, which is the second draft.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Mr. Shawal. So there is three drafts. So the third draft is the final draft. We'd like to give you at least some sort of, a period of time for you to, work on and improve on your work. So the first draft, we have then second draft. These are all the three social media visuals. And then the final draft. So once the final draft, we have a Kontactapp have seen, the team and I, then we will just let Mr. Shawal know, and he will just let you guys know for approval. You can post it on your respective social media lah. Yeah. And then the 10th of August, this is where if you guys, because we don't want to hold you down and you have suddenly a post on your Instagram. I know you have beautiful Instagram posts and, suddenly out of nowhere, what is this? Huh? So as we'd like you to, after that, just collect the info on the number of likes or share or comments. And then you can decide what you'd like to do with the visuals because we don't want to hold you down also. Yeah. But I believe for LinkedIn, it's better to post up to leave it there because then you can also show in terms of your creativity. Like to see, you can even ask, "Hi guys, what you guys think of this visual?" Kontactapp is having a app launch which is suitable for students. Let me know if you guys something like that. Casual. You can talk to these people as if you're talking to your friend. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be suitable, especially when it comes to LinkedIn, because it's like a professional social media
Yes, yes,
sites, and then you
yes,
should leave it over there and try to harness the project that you have
yes,
done in this module, and to try to gain exposure in the future. Yeah,
yes.
and then proceeds on to week 12 where we will have the
Sure.
presentations.
Yeah, presentation. So we will be there, me and Lawrence, to just sit down and we will be there to cheer your good work, and we'll just want to see, the number of likes. So basically, the the objective also is because we want to brand, we would like also to give you the opportunity to learn how to market and see. It's so satisfying when, let's say, your work is out there in LinkedIn or Facebook or even Instagram, and whoever asks, like, who is this? Why are you posting? Oh, you can even talk about Kontactapp. Oh yeah, it's good for students. It's nice and satisfying to know that your work is being like questioned, like, hi, I've seen this work, like what is this all about? That means it's working. So don't see it as if it's like an anchor or like, oh, I don't want to post. I understand. But this is a good way to also market yourself, and especially on LinkedIn. I see a lot on LinkedIn, students, fresh graduate who post works, or even market like things that they have done in the past. They garner a lot of likes. So that is something I like to look at students.
Okay, so we have one question over here
Sure.
from a student named Zafira. So he said, do we need to create a LinkedIn account if we don't have one? I think I can cover this one.
Yep.
Yes, you need to create a LinkedIn account, okay, especially that's where your journey is going to be into the job market, and then you need
Mhm.
to get into the professional social media things.
Yes.
Okay, so you need to have those LinkedIn. I think it's going not just going to be for this particular module. You're going to take away far further from this module, generate your professional network. Could
Mhm.
probably will be your first job will be coming from there. So anything that you want to add about that, Maria?
It's pretty much similar to yours. LinkedIn is a way to connect with the potential employers also. Also, contact app. However, this is to showcase and market yourself also. So it's good to have a lot of platforms where you market yourself as a professional. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Zafira, that will be answering your questions regarding what do you need a LinkedIn account. So you guys can post it on the individual accounts of Facebook, Instagram, and also the LinkedIn. And then, like as Maria said, after a while, maybe after the presentation have done, you can take it down if you
Yeah.
planning to take it down. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, so that will be the brief that you guys are going to do. Okay, just that one of the things that we have done within this particular module when it comes to a Instagram post. Previously, what we have done is that we noticed that among the strategy of contact apps, there is you guys have not touched yet the content marketing part. Okay, so could probably the students you guys are going to touch into that area like we have done in our previous project. Okay, so I think it will be beneficial for contact app as well, and then and then the student will able to practice what they have learned before this. Okay, so before this in project, what we did is that especially on Instagram posts, they applied a content marketing strategy into their post. I think that should be brought in into here just to continue what you have learned, but applying a different context, which is the current context is the contact app. So that should be for Instagram posts for the contact app. So regarding the Facebook post and the LinkedIn post, we going to see what is your proposal and your creativity within the first draft, which is 27th of July. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so all right, so that would be any questions before we move on regarding the timelines or the project brief from the students.
I think I'll turn off my sorry.
Okay, so any students wanted to ask those questions, or you guys are cool with it? You guys understands, right? Okay. Yes, Yuki, that is one question from Yuki. That is a great question. Do we have certain team colors that we should follow this project or just random? All right.
That's a good question.
Okay, so regarding the corporate identity, so you guys have to follow the corporate identity that have been set by contact apps. So where do you get this corporate identity? So if you goes to your week number 7 in your open learning, I have included the links that is provided by Maria regarding the resources and the corporate identity that you guys should follow. So if you guys go to that link, there will be inside there. So please have a look first, and then try to understand what is their corporate identity and so on, and you should design according to that. Okay, so just that the creativity we leave it up to you how you want to explore. Okay, so especially I think will be interesting if you utilize the model that we have learned in previous project where you can create Instagram post using the carousel, and then you apply those model inside there, and then you can swipe around until yep. So that is something that in the end of the day their objective is to for the students to download the apps and use it in the future. Okay. All right. So anything else?
Sorry,
Yep.
I'd just like to add for the corporate identity, Mr. Shawal, I haven't uploaded the color. So
Mm-hmm.
I will upload the color code of the the dark blue and the cyan color
Mm-hmm.
so that they can use. So just a reminder to everyone, don't feel like we're restricting you. So you don't need to follow exactly like the picture that we have designed Contact App. I'd like to see a fresh new design, how you can implement those two colors onto your own work. So be as creative as you like. Yeah.
Yep. Creativity is taken note, especially when it comes
Yeah,
to this
just
particular
we're not
project.
giving you any picture or just the colors only, so don't worry. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah,
Okay.
and as an advice to students, it's better to keep at least maximum three colors in a post, because then that's where you want to draw attention to what you're selling rather than being so colorful. Just to remind you guys that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that will be beneficial, good information from Contact App as well. Okay, so anything that you wanted to throw into the students before we end the sessions at the current moment? Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's about it. I just look forward to see all your creativity on the first draft and until the final. This is a journey. Don't feel like it's another task, because then if you feel like it's another task, then it's not going to be as fun. Always take like the challenge as something that you can learn from. So I had a lot of fun, even those times where I'm stressed. Oh my God, I'm like I don't know what to do. But then
Yeah.
after that, when you produce, it's so satisfying. So always love the work that you do. Don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah. But while you mentioning that, I think it is does relates to me the mindsets. Okay, so between careers and job.
Yeah.
Okay, so which is two different kind of definitions. Okay, so
Yeah.
what is your take on between the job and the career? So how do you how because when you mentioned it to me now, okay, I believe you just give explain to us the definition between the career and the job for you.
Okay. So I believe I'm not sure if all our students, beautiful students here, have any experience. But if you do, a good job for you having some experience. Personally, it's very subjective, a job and a career. So personally, a job feels like a task. It's very short term, and a career feels more like how you can improve and reach your goals. So, it can be anything in your career. It doesn't have to fit the norms of what people tell you to. So I feel a career is how you build it to reach whatever dream job, no, sorry, dream career that you want to reach. So yeah, that is my take on it.
Okay, so what about you, Lawrence? What's your take on between the career and the jobs?
Yeah, I think more likely will be same like Maria. Okay, job is for my understanding should be like a short term. So you need a job for you to fulfill your daily commitment or to fulfill some of your certain tasks over there. Yeah, whereby for career there will be more toward on something that you passionate about. So maybe it might take some time for you to achieve the goal, but when you reach the goal, you will feel that, like what Mara mentioned, that you will feel will feel that self satisfaction for yourself.
Okay, so I think that would be good advice for the students. Okay, to differentiate between jobs and career. For me as well, this is something that have hit me by a comedian named Chris Rock. You guys know Chris Rock, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so he mentioned in one of his stage, okay, that between a career and a job, when he said it, it hits me very very well. Okay, so it's does okay. So this is what they meant. Okay, so for me, job is that you just can't wait to get that go to the weekend
Yeah,
or and at 5 p.m. and so on, right? So that is a job if you feels like that. So but
correct.
if you does not have enough time, there's always something that you need to do. Okay, the day is done, you need to do it tomorrow. That not enough time to do a lot of things in your life. So that is for me is a career. So that's what Chris Rock, right, meant. Okay, that's what Chris Rock say. And then this hate me as well. So now I just feel like I do have a career because I don't have enough time. Afternoon, feed my kids. Day's over. Continue tomorrow. Okay, just not enough time to do a lot of things. Okay, so all right. So that would be the session for us today. Anything else within the slides,
Oh
Lawrence?
yeah, it's just the last slide,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Okay, let's
thank
just
you.
finish it up. Let's just finish it up
Yeah.
with the slide.
So just like to say from the words of our director and the founder of Contact App, this is for all of you guys and for everyone. So whatever job you do, even if you hate it, or be the best at it. So even you hate it, just be good at what you do. So nobody ever says, get me the second best at this. When you're the best, good things will follow. Yeah. So
Ye-
that's all from our presentation of today. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much from the floor, which is our panelists, Ms. Maria and also Mr. Lawrence over here. Okay, so hopefully that will be beneficial for the students, and then we would looking forwards for much more further collaborations in the future. Okay, could probably in the upcoming semester as well. We will have more of these kind of things. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's just going to be benefits between UOW. I'm a representative of UOW and Kontactapp as well. Okay, so our next meeting should be on the 27th,
Mhm.
which is after the Hari Raya Haji breaks.
Yes.
Okay, so in the
Correct.
meantime, the students can go to your LMS, look into your project brief, your current project brief, and looks into the corporate identity that have been sent by Miss Maria within the links. Okay, so with that, I think we should end our session. It's quite a long session for
Yeah,
today.
sorry. You probably so already tired, like,
Yeah.
when is it gonna end?
So it's just between us and lunch. Okay, we are the obstacle for them.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So thank you, Maria. Thank you, Lawrence.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
so we
Yeah.
will see you guys in 2 weeks time. Okay, so have a good day.
All
And
right.
to the students, have a good day yourself. Okay, anything that you wanted to questions, you can ask me directly. Okay.
If they want to ask any questions about corporate identity, you can provide them my email.
Yep.
So if they want to already give like a rough draft before the first draft and they say, is this okay? If you guys feel like you don't have any direction, you can come to me and just email me. Don't worry. Yeah. I'm happy
So
to.
I will set the setting first, if regarding for any draft, because they need to
Yeah,
put it
sure.
somewhere. Okay, so I will give
Mm-hmm.
the student the instruction whatsoever, and then like I said, I will provide them the email directly to you as well.
Yeah lah.
Okay,
I'll try
okay.
my best to answer lah. Might be so busy, but I will try my best.
Okay, yeah, I know. Everyone
Right.
is busy right now. Okay, so hopefully, thanks for the time for the time today, Maria and Lawrence.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so hopefully you guys have a good day, and then we will see you guys in our upcoming sessions. Okay,
All right.
okay,
Thank
bye
you.
everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Shawal. Thank you,
Okay, bye
everyone.
students.
All right. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.